Let there be light, and there was light. Okay, so it's coming, it's coming, it's coming. I am meant to be doing the videos on the four basic organs, but you know, I got into this fear not, and I relish myself in it, and I thought, okay, you know, just go along with it. But we haven't forgotten. This is the power of remembering. So I'm going to just tackle this right now. Fear not. I am going to do this. I am doing this. Okay. So in the middle of the heart is where all manner of ill reigns and all sorts of things. Now, we are doing the word heart. I have done this several times, and I wanted to show the connection of number 7, and that is perhaps, this is what I'm getting the clear picture now. Oh, it is so good to just go how you are divinely guided. So fear not is 3 plus 4. Adding this together, let's really do this. Oh, this is so delicious. Equals 7. Now, I have done a video where, or more than one, to show that 7 is really like an axe. It's an axe, yeah. I'll just do it this way so you could see it could go either way. This is an axe. This is 7. Okay. This is what we cut with. But it also is the letter L that Mother Eve has positioned, because that's Mother Eve. She's cunning like that. She comes in with this, this L, which is 3, which has the free vibration, which is 21. 2 plus 1 is free. This is what Mother Eve has done. So basically, fear not is 7, and 7 here is, of course, is here we have 7, which is Mother Eve here, and even, she's also even. So let's see about even too, because this is 14. Of course, 7 is 20, the whole 20. If we did the numerical value for 20, it would be 26, which is God. God is right there in 7. And 2 plus 6 is 8, right here. Now, 8 is what this is all about, going through the next cycle. But before we can accomplish or understand or see ourselves in that 8, we need to understand where we are in 7. This is the planting. This is the south, SOUTH, which also equals 20, or the word rock, ROCK, or foundation. So all of this meaning 7 is foundation. This is foundation. This axe is foundation. So now we can see how Mother Eve has cleverly use this first letter, which is L, which has one motion. I call it one motion. It has 2 directions, going this way and that way, down and out, or in and out, and it has 3 points. So it actually adds to 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. When we add this together, we get 6. But we saw this 6 was very present in the word serpent, SERPENT. We saw this very much so in the word serpent when we move the S and put it here as in the word present, PRESENT. So here we are. We saw when we add these 3 together, like pre. This is why when we say something is preempt, or it's prepared, or pre-something, we are actually hitting on that 21 vibration, which is fear. Which is fear, or which is L, but depending on our position of attention, we are perhaps looking at the axe in this way, or we are looking at it in the L. Now, isn't that the same thing? but we call this an axe, or we call this half of a rectangle. We'll have all different names for it. This is why it's important we do this vibration, so we know, or these exercises, so we know that when the English language being so permeated with so many different words meaning the same vibration, we can understand what we are talking about. We can understand when we are dealing with numbers what we are on about. So L here, for instance, is telling us now that we can be doing so much. We can do so much with this three, with the L. L can be 7, so it's 7 and it's also L. And that gives us the whole. This is the whole right here. So this is 7 and we have this here. There, and that's the 14 gods. The 14 gods, because there's a 7 here, so 7 gods are hanging their heads upside down, and another 7 have, this is the 7 that done the creation. So there was a 7 here before, or had done a creation. Like I said in my previous videos, that there are 2 sets of creations. In that Bible that we have got 2 sets of creations. So there we see the 2 sets of creations as well gives us 4 points of the whole, which is 8. When we do the numerical value for 8, it is 4. So we can see all this is really one and the same. Okay. So the thing that I am finding very delicious now is that we see the correlation with the serpent and the and fear not. Okay. And the present, of course, because the serpent was a present in the Garden of Eden. Now the heart. We are going back to the heart. I have done so many videos showing heart, but it's perhaps it is still really a good thing to do. So we have a list of words we could do. We could really indulge in with the heart. Let's look at, I think I need more space to do this. Okay, fear not. Fear not. Fear. Okay. I'm just trying to save space and see how we get on with this. Now we have heart, Heart, and we have art, because that's what Mother Eve is about, art. But this is where before I do this, let's get the whole excitement. This is just excitement here, Heart. So this is 85192. Add these together, this is 15 and 10 is 25. So 25, if you watch my video on Abraham where he has the vision and he says, and God says, fear not, I am thy shield, and thy exceeding something. Something else, but they both equal 25. So we could say from here that Abraham was in communion, was in union or communion with his heart. He had this vision from the heart. Fear not. And perhaps that is what we really need to do, to really assure ourselves of not fearing or fearing not. I'm going both ways with this. And then to go into the core of the heart, because the heart here is 25. So to say, I am thy shield, it's an assurance that he is safe. He is safe to explore within the heart. What is he going to explore within the heart? Let's see. Let's just show you what he's exploring in the heart, which coincides with Mother Eve. Let's do this in caps. Okay. This is where Abraham has gone into, because in here, is the pyramid. His pyramid is here. He has gone into this part of his makeup, his psyche, and fear not, I am thy shield. And he feels sheltered because he has gone into this, into the core of the heart to visualize whatever it is that the vision would be, or it was. And that's what we need to be clear about, going into the core of our being in the heart. And some people say, perhaps we think too much with the heart. No, the brain is the same, because brain has the same. It has the same in there. This is why the AA, which is that which we have in Britain, one of the most or I think it's perhaps the biggest recovery for vehicles, broken vehicles, the AA. So if you're broken, the AA will come and sort you out. So and this is really important for us to acknowledge that when we have dealt with one of these, it mirrors the other one. So AA, of course, has the numerical value of 1 and 1 here. Now brain, for instance, I think brain has, so we have the numerical value of 25/7 here. Let's just do brain and see, but I really want to do the word heart, but just to satisfy our palates here now. Let's do this. 9, 5. Okay, so this is 10. This is 21, 26. 26 is 8. So we have God upstairs right now, our Father who art in heaven. So this is 8. And that would be, of course, Mother Eve would have, of course, because 8 is I as well, EYE. This is why the I, if thy I be single, so this is 5, 7, 5. This is 17, that's the I. This is God is up there. The up there is in the third eye. This is I, not eyes. Okay, so we can see that there is a relationship here. This is why we have Abraham. All this, the Abraham is in here as well, the brain. So I would think that Abraham really means the two hemispheres of the brain. So the A here, the heart, let's concentrate on the heart. I want to make this short, but he is in the heart. Let's and as I say, I know I have repeated these, lots of these, but we see that God as he, a lot of he is being spoken of as God. Now, but of course, he is in everything, so we know who's in everything. Mother Eve is in everything. Okay, now need not say anymore. He needs to establish himself. Mother Eve is already in everything. He needs to make himself or his presence felt in everything. So thy hands. But he is also in her. So he is also in her. Now that tells us a lot. You can make the sum for yourself in this. He is in her, although we were told that her came from he. Well, but the maths is there. Okay, and he perhaps heard her or hear her, Hear, or he also, because he is in her, and her. So we can see the power of A is really present here to let us know. Now this A has the same numerical value as the S in the serpent. So we could see it's 1. And this A, of course, and I like to really show the connection or the polarities or the common factors more. So we have the A has two ends. We could see two ends, and so has the S, two ends. We see that as in Sarah as well. Perhaps that's what Sarah wanted to show us in the story of Abraham and Sarah, that there is that two, that vibration here. Okay, and so there is, we could say, two motions here, but I'm trying to show the connection of the heart or the A with the letter L and the 7 as well. Because when we go to the A, this is also like the 7. So let's do some words, and let's so it's the 7 and the words we really want to capture here. So okay, hair, and we have heat, Heat. We have hat, Hat. We also have heart, Hart. We have tear, Tear. We have, oh, we have rat, and we have Tar, and we have air, Ear, and we have re, R, R, Are. We have oh, I'm sure there is Tare. Tare, is there such a word? Tari. I think I've seen this as Tari. Tare in the Bible, of course. Rat, we have Art. Let's take art here, which is the most important word, because this is all about art. This is all about art. And so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. We have he and her. Let's not forget this. And R-A, T-E, we have tier, we have rate. How about rate? You could see that the business was there from the start, from the time we have been given the heart, the business was there. Tax rate, it's almost like this is where the tear comes in as well. We would also cry because we are going through these rates that we have to pay in headquarters zone. Right here, this is headquarters zone. This is the 8 that we need to deal with. So basically, we get to the 7, and the 7, it has in it, it's introducing 8 to us. Okay. So all these, if we were to do the numerical value for all these, we would see the impact it has on or the what it constitutes to have a heart, if you like. So there are times we need to the heart gives us the temperature. This is why some people with blood pressure, of course, it affects the heart. So, and we have hat because the hat itself is like a shelter for our head, if you like. But this is really saying there's a hat within here as well. Okay, now I've just brainstorm on here with these words, but I want to look at 7 and see how this is where the teaching of Christ, because Jesus Christ is 7, so we can see how Jesus Christ would know about the heart. Here we have Jesus, Jesus, which is 1, 5, 1, 3, 1. Of course, this is 6, 9, 10, 11. And Christ, Christ, and is 219983. This is 20, 31, 32. 3 plus 2 is 5. So 5 plus 2 is 7. So we can see that Jesus, right here, this is why it is said that Jesus Christ is God's gift to man. So basically, is it fair to say that Jesus Christ is a serpent? Now, some would not want to hear this, but we could say yes, he is the present. The serpent is there either way. And that is why we say that the Christ spirit as well, because Christ, of course, gives us that 5 vibration, which is the serum that goes up the spinal cord. Now, there's the thing as well. It's the 7. This equals 7 when we do the numerical value. This equals free, and free for man, the number of man is 6. And men have the 7 chakras, and we have 7 letters. This is how Mother Eve conveys her message. So the 7 chakras. So this also equals 7. Adding this together, that gives us 7. But this 7 finds a connection, something like itself on which to attach itself to in the 7 chakras. Am I spelling chakras correct? There we are, chakra. Okay, so this is so important. I've got to do the numerical value, which I may have done before, which is 9, 1. Adding this together, this is 10, 20, 24. 2 plus 4, 24, of course, coincides with Mother Eve's first spell, when she says, let there be light, and there was light. So we see 24. In fact, I've got to do a presentation on 24 as well, because this is just so delicious. Look out for presentation on 24. So 2 plus 4, of course, is 6, but that coincides with the said God, or 6. Let's look at this. When we do the numerical value for the word 6 is 196. Adding this together, 15, 16, 1 plus 6 is 7. So we can see that this is where Christ has been saying to us, in the heart is the answer. The answer is in the heart. The answer is within. Whatever it is that we want to know, because we are in these polarities of this good and evil. And so it's like calling us to, with the serpent, getting to know the serpent and getting to know the heart gives us a total of the gods. Serpent, which is 7, and this is also 7. So 7, which is the serum that goes up and of course activating the kundalini and or the pineal gland, which is why Christ too says, if thy eye be single, thy whole body be light, of course. And if I was to do the numerical value on this as well, I'm sure we would find a gem. So 7 plus 7 is 14. 1 plus 4 is 5. This is the Christ. Christ is really the heart, the serpent and the heart. Now, it'd be interesting to do a title like this. Christ is the serpent. Some people, or Christ is Satan. They wouldn't really like that. No. No, because the serpent was also Satan, of course. Okay, now I have shown how this 10 come about, which Mother Eve introduces in her first word, which is let. Now I want to keep this short so we can come back to this. Okay, all right. I hope you have enjoyed this. I hope you have seen how these 7 Of course, the seven, it's like being conscious that whenever we are doing something new, we are entering a new cycle. It's about being conscious. And the cycles are like every word, every action, every thought. But it's the consciousness of who we are. We are going with that which we are. Thank you for watching. Oh, I love this. I hope you do. Give us a thumbs up. Let there be light, and there was light.